All right, let's talk about bringing some serious clarity to your savings. We're going to break down a really simple, but honestly incredibly powerful system to get you organized. Forget all the confusion, it's time for a clear plan.
Does this look familiar to you? You check your bank account, you see one big number staring back at you, and you have literally no idea what it's all for. Is that for bills, a vacation, an emergency? When it's just one big pile, it's pretty much impossible to have a clear picture of your finances.
This quote just nails it, doesn't it? It gets right to the heart of what we're talking about. The whole idea is simple. You have to assign a specific job to every single dollar you save. This isn't about making more money. It's about being way more intentional with what you already have. So how do we get from that financial chaos to a place of real clarity? Well, it's not through some crazy complicated spreadsheet or a stressful app you have to check all the time. Nope, it's about a simple, visual system for getting organized. And here it is. Welcome to the 4 buckets. This is the framework we're going to build today. It's 4 distinct categories for your savings, and each one has its own very specific purpose and its own timeline.
First up, we've got bucket number 1, annual expenses. Think of this as your short-term planning fund. It's designed for all those predictable costs that you know are coming up sometime within the next year.
So this bucket is for anything you already know you're going to pay for in less than a year. Planning a holiday? The money for it goes right in here. Got an annual insurance bill? You just set aside a little bit each month into this bucket. It totally smooths out your cash flow and gets rid of those stressful surprise expenses that, let's be honest, weren't really surprises at all. Next is bucket number 2, the cash buffer. You might also hear it called trésorerie, which is just a French term for a cash reserve. This is your fund for those medium-term goals. Things that are about 1 to 5 years away. We're talking a down payment, maybe a career change, or a big home renovation. It's money you keep safe and easy to get to for when opportunity comes knocking. Okay, now for bucket number 3. And listen, this one is absolutely crucial. This is your security fund. It is the rock-solid foundation of your financial peace of mind. This money has one job, and one job only, to protect you from major unexpected emergencies. This is not for a new TV. This is your break glass in case of emergency fund. We're talking a sudden job loss or a major medical crisis. You really hope you never have to use it, but you will be so glad it's there if you do. And finally, we have the 4th bucket. This is where you get to actively build for the future, your investment fund. Now, pay attention to the key distinction here. This bucket isn't the investments themselves. No, it's the pool of cash you've set aside to invest. It's the money waiting on the sidelines, ready to be put into long-term assets like stocks. You can think of it as your investment launchpad. And here it is, the whole system at a glance. You can see so clearly how each bucket has a totally distinct purpose and time horizon. You've got annual expenses for the short term, the cash buffer for your medium-term goals, the security fund for those big long-term emergencies, and the investment fund as cash just waiting to build your future. This is what financial clarity looks like. Okay, so this all sounds great in theory, right? But how do you actually do it without giving yourself a huge headache? Well, there's a wonderfully simple banking trick that makes it almost effortless. So yeah, the big question, how do you physically separate all this money so you don't get it mixed up? The answer, you'll be happy to hear, is way simpler than you might think. So here's the hack. You just call your bank and ask to open a few extra, no-fee savings accounts. A lot of banks offer these super basic accounts. Then, and here's the magic, you just nickname each one. Annual expenses, cash buffer, security fund, and investment fund. That's it. You've just digitally built your entire bucket system. And please, remember this. The goal here is not to chase high interest rates. These accounts are organizational tools. The real return you're getting is the clarity, the control, and the peace of mind that comes from knowing exactly what every single one of your dollars is for. Okay, so you have the system now. Let's talk about actually putting it into practice. This is a really powerful tool, and you are the one in the driver's seat. I love this quote from Charlie Munger because it says it all. We've given you a framework. Now it's your turn to take this concept and thoughtfully apply it to your own life, your own financial situation. Just think of this as your guide. It's here to give you ideas and inspire you, but it's not some kind of promise of results. Your financial journey is yours and yours alone. Your goals, your timeline, your decisions, they're all completely unique to you. And of course, always remember, especially when we're talking about investing, that markets can be unpredictable. You are in control of your choices. And if you're ever feeling uncertain,
The smartest move you can make is to talk with a certified financial professional.
So, we'll leave you with this question. You now have the map for a much more organized financial life. The only thing left to do is to take that first step. So which bucket are you going to create first?